Hey guys, my name is Zane, and today we are talking about pride. Pride is the root of many other sins in our lives, and it can be easy to slip into. A good way for me to identify pride is when I'm celebrating myself rather than God. Pride often has an aspect of self-worship and certainly produces self-reliance. And this attitude of pride has a way of turning our focus from God. Before we know it, we feel distant from God or angry at Him. And because we are so prideful, we struggle to even confess to Him. Now, as we dig into the topic of pride, I want to walk through the narrative life of King Saul in the Old Testament. I don't know when the last time you've read through 1 Samuel was or how familiar you are with King Saul, but that's okay. What I want us to see together is how pride began to control King Saul's life and produce in him a rebellious heart towards God. 1 Samuel 10, verses 21, 23, and 24 say this. And Saul, the son of Kish, was taken by Lot. Then they ran and took him from there. And when he stood among the people, he was taller than any of the people from his shoulders upward. And Samuel said to all the people, do you see him whom the Lord has chosen? There is none like him among all the people. And all the people shouted, long live the king. Notice the temptation for Saul to become prideful. The people are praising him rather than God. Usually pride in our own lives comes in a similar way. We praise ourselves for something that should be credited to God. Many of us have areas in our lives that we stand out in. This is often the area where pride takes its root. You're so smart, or maybe everyone thinks you're so funny. You're really attractive. Perhaps you're really creative, or maybe you're really kind to people. Whatever the case, we begin to think we deserve the praise, and we start to nudge God out of the things He has accomplished in us. 1 Samuel 15 shows Saul's growing arrogance. Verse 10 and 11 say, the word of the Lord came to Samuel. I regret that I have made Saul king, for he has turned back from following me and has not performed my commandments. Saul's pride led him to think he was in control. In a battle, he took all the plunder for himself rather than destroy it like God asked him. Why? He was prideful. He was the king. He was in charge. He could choose what's best. He didn't need to listen to God anymore. And this is the danger of pride. Saul's life spirals out of control in the rest of 1 Samuel. He gets so paranoid and prideful about his position as king that he orders the execution of David. He slaughters a group of priests, and he even seeks out counsel from a medium. It's a very drastic turn from where he started. Now, I'm not suggesting that you are going to lead a life like Saul did. If you are in Christ, you have salvation, even as you continue to struggle with pride. But I think we need to take it seriously. Let's not allow these seeds of pride to root in our hearts. We want to be people who are praising God and boasting in Christ rather than ourselves. James 4, 6 through 8 says, but he gives more grace. Therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. If you're wrestling with pridefulness today, confess that to God. Draw near to him. Then in your prayer, celebrate God for the things in which you are most proud of. Remind yourself that he deserves the glory and praise. Now, go win today.